Yeah, we'll read from Chaitanya Bhagavat a little bit. And, yeah, Chaitanya Bhagavat, this is the meeting Punjarik, meeting Punjarik and Gadadhar. Uh, uh, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda Om Agina Timirandasya Girangina Salakya Chakshuravatamina Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. So, meeting Pundarik and Gadadhar. O dancer, Lord Chaitanya, O ocean of virtues, even though I have not performed the activities of devotional service, please place that Chintanami jewel in my hand. Glory, glory to Lord Chaitanya, the life of all, and glory to Lord Chaitanya, the abode of love, for Nityananda and Advaita. Glory to Lord Chaitanya, the life of Jagannatha and Sri Garba. And glory to Lord Chaitanya, the life's treasure of Punjarik Vijayanidhi. Glory to Lord Chaitanya, the master of Jagadish and Gopinath. And glory to the followers of Lord Chaitanya. In this way, Lord Chaitanya enjoyed pastimes with Lord Nityananda in Navadvip. Advaita led the Vaishnavas in great dancing and tumultuous chanting of Lord Krishna's holy names. Nityananda stayed in Srivasa's home. He was always in the mood of a child. He never manifested any other mood. He would not lift his hand to eat. Considering him her son, Malini would feed him. Now please hear the arrival of Pundarik Vijayanidhi, who is most dear to Lord Krishna. By the Supreme Lord's arrangement, Pundarik Vijayanidhi descended to this world to make Chattigram in East Bengal a holy place. Lord Chaitanya appeared in Navadvip. Unable to see Pundarik Vijayanidhi, Lord Chaitanya sighed deeply. One day after dancing, Lord Chaitanya sat down and called out, "O Pundarik, O Father," and wept. He called out, "O my Father, Pundarik, O my Father, when will I see you?" In this way, the Lord showed how dear Pundarik Vijayanidhi is to him. In this way, Lord Chaitanya showed the truth about his devotees. Calling out Pundarik Vijayanidhi's name, Lord Chaitanya wept. The devotees did not understand. The devotees said the word Pundarik refers to Lord Krishna. Hearing Vijayanidhi, the devotees conjectured what it could mean. Everyone thought he must be a dear devotee. When Lord Chaitanya returned to external consciousness, everyone asked, "O Lord, for which devotee did you weep? Please tell us the truth. Then we may know him and become fortunate. Where was he born and what does he do? O Lord, please tell us, and we will hear." Then the Lord said, "You are all very fortunate, for you desire to hear of him. His character and activities are supremely wonderful. By hearing his name, the whole world becomes purified. His garments are like those of a materialist. No one has the power to know he is a Vaishnava. He was born in Chattigram. He is a great Brahmin, Pandit, attentive to duty and honored by all. He always floats in an ocean of pure devotion to Lord Krishna. On his body he manifests ecstatic symptoms of tears, trembling, and hair standing erect. Afraid that his feet may touch her, Afraid that his feet may touch her, he does not bathe in the Ganga. At night he gazes at the Ganga. Everyone disrespects the Ganga. In her they rinse their mouths and brush their teeth and wash their hair. Seeing all this, he feels pain in his heart. Therefore he only sees Ganga at night. Please hear his wonderful faith. Before worshipping the deity, he drinks some Ganga water. This he always does before deity worship and other regular duties. He did this to teach true religious principles to all the pundits.
Are we speaking Pundarik Vijaniti or of Gaurahari?
Yeah, Pundarik Vijaniti.
Okay.
He stays in Chattagram, but he also has a house here. He will come here soon, and then I will see him. At first, no one will recognize him. When they see him, everyone will think he's a materialist. Without seeing him, I cannot be happy. All of you, please attract him to come here. After speaking these words, the Lord entered into an ecstatic trance, calling out, Father Pundarik. He wept. The Lord wept loudly. He knew the true nature of his devotee. Lord Chaitanya alone knows the truth about his devotees. Only he personally explains that truth. Only if he personally explains that truth can others know it. The Lord personally pulled Pundarik Vijaniti. In his heart, Pundarik Vijaniti decided to go to Ichamanda, or Nadia. He came with many servants, many possessions, and many Brahmana associates, and many disciples. Staying in Navadvip, he concealed his true nature. Everyone saw him as a materialist attached to sense pleasures. The Vaishnava community did not understand him. Only Mukunda understood. The physician Sri Mukunda was also born in Chattagram. Alone understood Pundarik Vijaniti. Aware that Pundarik Vijaniti had come, Lord Chaitanya felt great happiness that had no end. The Lord did not tell anyone what kind of great Vaishnava Pundarik was. Pundarik seemed to be a materialist. Only Mukunda and Vasudev Dutt knew the glory of Pundarik Vijaniti's love for Lord Krishna. Gadadhar Pandit was a dear friend of Mukunda. Mukunda approached Gadadhar and said, Today we will go to a wonderful Vaishnava. O Gadadhar Pandit, please listen carefully. In your heart you yearn to see a great Vaishnava. Today I will show you a wonderful Vaishnava. Please remember this and allow me to become your servant. Hearing this, Gadadhar became very happy. Calling out Krishna, they at once went to see Pundarik Vijaniti. When Gadadhar arrived, saintly Pundarik Vijaniti was sitting down. Gadadhar Pandit offered obeisances. Pundarik Vijaniti offered him a seat. Pundarik Vijaniti asked Mukunda, what is his name? In what village does he stay? I see that his body is effulgent with devotion to Lord Vishnu. His form and nature are handsome and graceful. Mukunda replied, his name is Gadadhar. From childhood, he was never interested in material things. He is fortunate. He is Madhava Mishra's son. I will tell you of his activities. He is dear to all the Vaishnavas. He always walks on the path of devotional service. He associates with devotees. When he heard your name, he came to see you. Hearing this, Pundarik Vijaniti became very pleased. He began to speak very respectfully. As he sat, Pundarik Vijaniti seemed to be a glorious prince. He sat on a splendid red chair decorated with brass. Above him were 3 splendid canopies. The chair was beautiful and splendid, fine cloth and graceful cushion. There were 5 or 7 brass pictures, both large and small. They were excellent betel nuts on splendid brass tray. On all sides were splendid spittoons. Looking at them and chewing betel nuts, he smiled. At every moment, 2 men fanned him with peacock feather fans. On his forehead were sandal paste, Vaishnava tilak, and red dots drawn with scented red powder. How can I describe the way his hair was decorated? Anointed with splendid and fragrant amalaki oil, his hair had no equal. By the power of his devotional service, he was handsome like Kamadev. They who did not know him thought him a prince. He sat on a wonderful throne. He acted like a materialist. Seeing that the Supreme Personality of Godhead was a materialist, Gadadhar felt a doubt take birth in his heart. Although Pundarik Vijayanidhi was in truth a good Vaishnava, externally he seemed to be a materialist. He ate opulent food.
They're speaking. They're speaking of Pundarik Vijayanidhi being the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Oh. Well, anyway, this may be miswritten. So anyway, he's just he's the devotee, great devotee. Although Pundarik Vijayanidhi was in truth a good Vaishnav, externally he seemed to be a materialist. He ate opulent food and wore opulent clothing, and his hair was anointed with opulent fragrances. When he heard about him, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Gadadhar had faith in Pundarik Vijayanidhi, but now that he saw him, that faith was gone. Understanding Gadadhar's heart, Mukunda did something to reveal the truth about Pundarik Vijayanidhi. By Lord Krishna's mercy, nothing remained unknown to Gadadhar. Lord Krishna is, after all, controls Maya. With a sweet voice, Mukunda then sang a verse glorifying devotional service. He sang, "The merciless Rakshasi Putana would eat small children. Anointing herself with Kalakuta poison, she went to kill Krishna. Still, Lord Krishna gave her the post of being his mother. Only an ignorant fool will not worship Lord Krishna, who is so merciful." This is also described in the words of Srimad Bhagavatam. Oh, how wonderful is Putana, the sister of Bakasura, wanted to kill Krishna by smearing deadly poison on her breasts and having Krishna take it. Nonetheless, Lord Krishna accepted her as his mother, and thus she attained the destination befitting Krishna's mother. Of whom shall I take shelter but Krishna, who is most merciful? It is also described in these words of Bhagavatam. Puta always hankering for the blood of human children. In that desire, she came to see Krishna and kill Krishna. But because she offered her breast to the Lord, she attained the greatest achievement. Simply by hearing this description of devotional service, Pundarik Vijayanidhi began to weep. A wonderful stream of joyful tears flowed from his eyes, as if the goddess Ganga herself was decorated that place. Weeping, trembling, perspiring, fainting, calling out, and standing erect of the bodily hairs simultaneously appeared on his body. Say it, he roared. No one could hold him still. He fell to the ground. He began kicking his opulent possessions. He did not spare anything. The splendid brass plate went in one direction, in another, and the water pitcher in another. His kicks made the chair fall to the ground. Overwhelmed with love for Lord Krishna, with 2 hands, he began to rip apart his splendid clothing His splendid hair became disheveled. Rolling on the ground, he wept. He called out, "Krishna, my Lord, Krishna, my life. You made me be hard like a stone or a dry wood." He wept in agony. He screamed, "He has descended, but I am cheated." He fell violently to the ground and rolled on the ground. In their hearts, everyone thought, "His bones will break to pieces." He violently trembled in ecstatic love. 10 men tried to hold him still. They had not the power to hold him. Kicked by his feet, his garments, chair, pitcher, and brass plate went flying in different directions. Nothing remained. All his servants surrounded him. Thus they protected his property. For some moments, he revealed in this way his ecstatic love for Lord Krishna. Then he fell unconscious in ecstatic trance. Not even a single sesame were in his body. Pundarik Vijayanidhi was plunged in an ocean of bliss. Seeing this, Gadadhar was filled with wonder. In his heart, he began to worry. He thought, "I have offended a great soul. I came to see him at the wrong moment." Happily embracing him, he sprinkled Mukunda's limbs with his tears of love. He said, "Mukunda, you acted like a true friend. You showed me the great devotee, Pundarik Vijayanidhi Bhattacharya. In the 3 worlds, there is no other devotee like him. The sight of his devotional activities purifies the 3 worlds. Only because you were nearby did I escape great danger today." Seeing him dressed like a materialist, in my heart I thought, he is a Vaishnava attached to sense pleasures. You brought the truth into my heart. You showed me how exalted Pundarik Vijayanidhi's devotional service. Now that I have committed an offense, I must do something to make his heart merciful to me. Every devotee who walks on the path of devotional service must have a spiritual master to guide him. Although I walk on the path of devotional service, I do not have a spiritual master. Therefore, I must accept a spiritual master to give mantra initiation and teach me. I have committed an offense to Pundarik Vijayanidhi, but if I become his disciple, he may forgive my offense. Speaking of Mukunda in this way, Gadadhar revealed his desire to accept initiation from Pundarik Vijayanidhi. Hearing this, Mukunda praised him, happily saying, "Excellent, excellent." After 6 hours, Pundarik Vijayanidhi returned to external consciousness. Now he was calm and peaceful. The stream of tears flowing from Gadadhar Pandit's eyes had no end. Every limb was wet. Seeing this, Pundarik Vijayanidhi happily embraced him. He held him to his heart. Gadadhar was overwhelmed. Then Mukunda spoke what was in Gadadhar's heart. Mukunda said, "When he saw your opulence, an offense took birth in his heart." Mukunda said, thinking to atone for that offense, he wishes to accept mantra initiation from you. From childhood, he has been a renounced devotee of Lord Vishnu. He is the proper descendant in the family of Madhava Mishra. From childhood, he has been a devotee of the Lord. Pundarik and Gadadhar would be a good match as spiritual master and disciple. This is what I think in my heart. Therefore, on this auspicious day, I request you, please offer mantra initiation to him. Hearing this, Pundarik Vijayanidhi smiled and said, "Destiny has placed a great jewel before me. I have no doubts. After many births, I am fortunate to find such a disciple. On the coming of Sukala Dvadasi, all the signs will be auspicious. Please return here then." On that day, your desire will be fulfilled. Accompanied by Mukunda, Gadadhar took his leave. They both went to Lord Chaitanya. Hearing that Pundarik Vijayanidhi had come, Lord Chaitanya was very happy at heart. Unseen by others, Pundarik Vijayanidhi went that night to Lord Chaitanya. Leaving his associates, he came alone. Seeing the Lord, he fell unconscious. He could not offer Dandamato obeisances. Overcome with bliss, he at once fell to the ground. The moment he had attained, the next moment he had attained Lord Chaitanya, he roared. Again and again he wept. He rebuked himself. He said, "Oh Krishna, my life, Krishna, my father, I'm an offender. You should punish me. Oh Father, you have delivered the whole world, but you have cheated only me." When Pundarik Vijayanidhi wept, all the Vaishnavas who knew that there was no other Vaishnava like Pundarik Vijayanidhi also wept. Seeing his beloved devotee, Lord Chaitanya, who dearly loves his devotees, respectfully stood up and embraced Pundarik. "Father Pundarik," Lord Chaitanya wept. "Oh Father, today I see you with my own eyes." Understanding is very close to the Lord. Everyone felt affection, awe, and a sense of closeness to Pundarik. Pundarik Vijayanidhi did not leave the Lord's chest. It seemed like Lord Chaitanya had merged into Pundarik Vijayanidhi's body. For 3 hours, Lord Chaitanya was motionless. Finally, returning to external consciousness, the Lord called out, "Hari." Lord Chaitanya said, "Today Krishna has fulfilled my desire. Today I have traveled to the farthest shore of my desires." Then Pundarik Vijayanidhi met all the Vaishnavas. Together they sang the holy names. Lord Chaitanya said, "This person is Pundarik Vijayanidhi. The Supreme Lord sent him here to distribute devotional service and pure love." Lord Chaitanya described Pundarik Vijayanidhi's virtues. Then raising his arms, he loudly called out, "Hari." The Lord said, "Today's auspiciousness has dawned for me. Today I feel the presence of great auspiciousness." At that moment, Pundarik Vijayanidhi attained external consciousness. Now aware of the Lord before him, he bowed down to offer respects. Then he bowed down before Advaita. Then he appropriately greeted everyone with great love and devotion. Great bliss entered all the devotees as they gazed at Pundarik Vijayanidhi, who was a treasure of spiritual love. At that moment, pure love and devotion appeared in this world. Only glorious Lord Vasudeva has the power to describe his appearance. Then Gadadhar asked Lord Chaitanya permission to accept mantra initiation from Pundarik Vijayanidhi, hearing the mantra from Pundarik's mouth. Gadadhar said, "Not understanding his uncommon activities in my heart, I became disrespectful. Now I want to become his disciple. As my spiritual master, he will certainly forgive me." Hearing Gadadhar's words, Lord Chaitanya happily said, "Do it at once. Do it at once." Thus Gadadhar happily accepted mantra initiation from Pandurika. What more to say I of Pandurika Vijayanidhi's glories? Even Gadadhar became his disciple. He was the best of devotees. Thus I have told a little of Pundarik Vijayanidhi's story. I hope that someday I will see him directly. Pundarik Vijayanidhi and Gadadhar were the ideal spiritual master and ideal disciple. They were both very dear to Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Anyone who hears or speaks the story of meeting Pundarik Vijayanidhi and Gadadhar will attain the great treasure of pure love for Lord Krishna. The two moons, Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda, are my life and soul. I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their feet. That was a nice story. Maybe we'll read another one. I have the strength. Let's see.
Want me to do a little reading?
Huh?
Want me to do a little reading?
Nope. I'm going to be selfish today.
That's okay.
I'm a selfish guy. Greedy. Okay, so we read another one here. This is description of the display and powers and opulences. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, the life of all, and glory to Lord Chaitanya, the abode of pure love for Nityananda and Advaita. Glory to Lord Chaitanya, the life of Sri Jagadananda and Sri Garba. Glory to Lord Chaitanya, the life's treasure of Pundarik Vijayanidhi. Glory to Lord Chaitanya, the master of Jagannath and Jagadish and Gopinath, and glory to the followers of Lord Chaitanya. In this way, accompanied by Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya happily enjoyed pastimes in Navadvip. Accompanied by Advaita Acharya, the circle of Vaishnavas sang and danced. They made a great tumult of chanting Lord Krishna's names. Lord Nityananda stayed at Srivasa's home. He was always in the mood of a child, and he never manifested any other mood. He would not lift his hand to eat. Considering him her son, Malini would feed him. Chaste Malini felt ecstatic in Lord Nityananda's presence. She always served him. They were like mother and son. One day Lord Chaitanya sat down with Srivas and spoke with him about Lord Krishna's pastimes. Testing Srivas Pandit, Lord Chaitanya said, "Why do you always give shelter to this avadut? You don't know anything about his birth or his family. I say that you are very generous. If you wish to protect your own good birth and good family, you should send this avadut away at once." Gently smiling, Srivas Pandit said, "Lord, it is not right for you to test me. Anyone who for only one day worships you becomes my very life. Lord Nityananda is your own body. There is ample evidence to prove this. Even if Nityananda is a drunkard, and even if my noble birth, my life, and my wealth all perish because of him, in my heart I will not think badly of him. I will not think he is any different from you. What I tell you is the truth. It is the truth." Hearing these words from Srivasa's mouth, Lord Chaitanya stood up and roared. The Lord said, "Srivas Pandit, what did you say? You have faith in my Nityananda. You have understood the secret of Nityananda. I am pleased. I give you this boon. Even if the goddess Lakshmi goes begging from town to town, poverty will not enter your home. Even the dogs, cats, and other animals in your house will find peace in my devotional service."
Yay! Hope for the dogs and the cats.
Yeah, good for them. Yeah, right. Good luck for them, huh? Why can't we be one of those?
Well, because we're always thinking we got to be more or greater.
Yeah. I place Nityananda in your home. Please serve him in every way. After giving this boon to Srivas, Lord Chaitanya returned home. Lord Nityananda regularly wandered in the villages of Nadia. Sometimes he would swim in the Ganga, carried by the current. His happiness had no end. Sometimes he would play with the children. Sometimes he would go to the homes of Gangadas or Murari. Sometimes he would run to Lord Chaitanya's home. Seeing him, Mother Sachi was very affectionate. In the mood of a child, Nityananda would try to touch Mother Sachi's feet, and she would run away. One night, Mother Sachi saw something in a dream. In private, she said to Lord Chaitanya, "At the end of night, I saw a dream. You and Nityananda were together. Yes, you were both 5 years old and were running in the house, playing and fighting. Then the two of you brought Krishna and Balaram out of the temple room. Nityananda had Krishna in his hand." Just a second here. You carried Balaram. Then the four of you began to fight in front of me. Becoming angry, Krishna and Balaram said, "Who are you thugs? Get out of here. This house and this..." Huh?
Thugs.
Thugs, yeah. "This house and this room belongs to us. The milk, yogurt, and sedash are offered to us." Then Nityananda said, "The time is gone when you two could steal and eat butter and yogurt. You aren't cowherd boys anymore. Now you are Brahmins. With this in mind, you should renounce all these offerings. If you will not voluntarily renounce them, then you will perish. Who will tolerate your plundering and eating? Then Krishna and Balaram said, if we take you two cheaters, tie you up, and throw you outside, we will not have done anything wrong. Then Balaram said, if Krishna orders this, I will not disobey him. Then Balaram rebuked Nityananda and screamed. Then Nityananda said, why should I be afraid of your Krishna? Chaitanya is my master. He is the master of the world.
Whose dream is this?
This is Sachi's dream.
Oh, I've never heard this before.
And then what she says is really astonishing. In this way, the four of you quarreled, snatched food from each other, and happily ate. One snatched the food from another's hand and ate it. Another snatched the food from someone else's mouth and put it in his mouth. Then Nityananda called out to me, Mother, give me food. My hunger is great. I have told you my heart. I do not understand this dream in the least. Can you tell me what it means? Boy, is she ignorant, huh?
That's all just that's her role. Somebody needs to do a report.
Yeah. Well, that's that motherly love of Raj. You can't understand these things. It's like there's like a divine ignorance. Just like people can't understand Krishna, that Krishna is the Supreme Lord or Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Lord. Well, in Vrindavan, it's the same way. They can't understand he's the Supreme Lord, but that's good. That is, it's based on affection and love. It increases their intimacy. Now Lord Chaitanya says something interesting.
When when we hear about how Lord Chaitanya will sometimes his arms will go inside his body and
Yeah.
well, when you hear this, your head starts going down. I don't see your neck anymore.
Oh yeah. So I've told you my heart. I do not understand this dream in the least. Can you tell me what it means? Hearing of this dream, Lord Chaitanya smiled and sweetly told his mother, Mother, you saw a very wonderful dream, but please do not repeat this story to anyone.
Could I interrupt for a brief
Go ahead.
commercial? You
Yeah.
remember that day when you had the white kitty cat on your head?
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Peter posted that.
Oh yeah, he saw it.
For about it was about a 5-10 second clip with you sticking your tongue out, and he wrote, "The most terrifying thing I've ever seen." He said, and the title was "Love Gaura Krishna Katha." Underneath is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. So I wrote back and said, "I love that big white kitty," and he goes, "Well, if I dream about him and have nightmares, I surely will have a complaint in the morning."
Really? Wow.
That's him. His head a little bit. I like that. Yeah, Dr. Peter liked it.
Yeah. Assuming the forms of the deities in our home, the Supreme Lord himself has really come before our eyes. My heart has firm faith in your dream. Again and again I saw that after I was offered to the deities, not even half of the food remained. Embarrassed, I did not tell anyone. I suspect your daughter. Okay. I'm going to read this again. This is Lord Chaitanya saying this. Assuming the forms of the deities in our home, the Supreme Lord has himself come before our eyes. My heart has firm faith in your dream. Again and again, I saw that after it was offered to the deities, not even half of the food remained. Embarrassed, I did not tell anyone. I suspected your daughter-in-law. That suspicion in my heart is now destroyed. He said, Lord Chaitanya said, I suspected your daughter-in-law stole the food or something. And now he believes that the Lord is residing in the house as the deities. Hereby and eavesdropping on the story of the dream, Goddess Lakshmi, the Mother Universe, smiled at her husband's words. Then Lord Chaitanya said, Mother, please hear my words. I will quickly bring Nityananda here, and you will feed him. Hearing her son's words, Sachi became happy. She gathered the ingredients for the meal. Lord Chaitanya went to Nityananda's place and offered an invitation. He said, Today in my home there will be a special offering to the deities. Please do not misbehave. In this way he instructed Nityananda. Covering his ears, Nityananda said, Vishnu, Vishnu. He said, only madmen misbehave. You think I will misbehave because you think everyone is like yourself. Did you get the joke?
No.
You got to be a madman. To understand this stuff. You got to be crazy. He said, actually, this is the first, I read that many times. I also wondered, I said, what does he mean by that? Today I got it. He's saying, Vishnu, Vishnu, only madmen misbehave. I'll read it again. I just forgot the rest.
So he's saying he's a madman.
He said, yes, you think I will misbehave because you think everyone is like yourself.
A madman.
A madman, right. Exactly. Talking in this way, the two of them laughed and laughed. Talking about Lord Krishna, they finally came to the house. Smiling and laughing, the two of them sat down together. Gadadhar and the other close friends were also there. The servant Ishan gave the two lords water to wash their feet. Then Lord Chaitanya said to Nityananda, then Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda went to enjoy their meal. They sat down to enjoy the meal. The two lords were like Ram and Lakshman in Kushala's home. As did Lakshman, the two lords enjoyed the meal. They had the same thoughts and the same affection. They were the same two persons. Mother Sachi very happily brought the meal, which was in 3 courses. The two lords smiled. Returning, Mother Sachi saw that the two lords had now become 5-year-old boys. She saw that one was dark and the other fair. They were both very handsome and charming. They both had 4 arms. They were both clothed only by the 4 directions. She saw them holding a conch shell, chakra, club, lotus, and plow marked with Srivas and decorated with Kustuba gems, jewels, and shark-shaped earrings. She saw her daughter-in-law resting on her son's chest. Seeing this at once, she suddenly she did not see it. Fainting, she fell to the ground. All her garments were wet with the tears from her eyes. The food was scattered in the house. Because of the wonder that she saw, she was no longer aware of external things. He asked, "Rise, rise, mother. Why did you suddenly fall to the ground?" Regaining external consciousness, she hastily tied her hair. Mother Sachi did not say anything. In her own room, she wept. She sighed deeply. Her, her limbs trembled. She was filled with spiritual love. Nothing else mattered to her. The servant Ishan cleaned the whole house. He took whatever remained. Ishan always served Mother Sachi. He was the most fortunate person in the three worlds. Every day, the close servant Isha saw many wonders like this. No one else knew the secrets he knew. This Majikanda is like a picture of This book will drive you crazy, man. Don't read it. Everybody should run away right now.
What book is that?
This book.
Which book is
Chaitanya, I don't want to say the name. People might read it and go crazy. Start laughing and crying like madmen.
So Chaitanya is in the title of the book.
It'll give you a cold. You have to blow your nose incessantly.
Allergy. Allergies to the material world.
You get allergies. You become an epileptic. You start shaking all over the place. This is a very inauspicious book.
An allergic epileptic.
All the you become an epileptic. You get a cold. You have to blow your nose all the time. And you laugh and cry like a crazy madman. It's a very inauspicious book. Don't read it, anybody. Just run away, far away. Then you only want to read this book. You become very limited.
You don't want to do anything else.
I mean, you lose all attraction to going to Bookman's and reading all those unlimited books there. All you want to read is Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, and a few of the books left of the Goswamis. Yeah, it's a sad case, man. All right. So every day, the close servant Ishan saw many wonders like this. No one else knew the secrets he knew. This Majikanda is like a pitcher of nectar. Whoever hears it kills the sins in his heart. Accompanied by his devotees, Lord Chaitanya performed Sankirtan in Navadvip. From whatever places they were born, the Lord's personal associates came, one by one, to Navadvip. Learning that the Supreme Personality of Godhead had descended to this world, they all became joyful at heart. Seeing the Lord reveal his true nature, the Vaishnavas became fearless. They became agitated with bliss. The Lord saw every devotee to be as dear as life to him. Every devotee thought that he was the Lord's dearest friend. The Supreme Lord, whom the Vedas always seek, affectionately embraced his devotees. Lord Chaitanya always visited his devotees' homes. There he revealed his six-arm formed, and other forms also. Sometimes the Lord went to his homes of Gangadas or Murari. Other times he went to the home of Acharya Ratna. There he always went with Nityananda.
Got plenty of water?
Yeah. Enough. Tomorrow you can probably come here and then you can hang out up here and enjoy it, and I'll go down there and do stuff. Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda were never apart. Lord Nityananda was always in the mood of a child. Lord Chaitanya manifested many different moods. Like bumblebees at the Lord's feet, the devotees saw, according to their different destinies, the Lord's forms as Matsya, Kurma, Varama, Vamana, Varaha, Vamana, Nishingma. Like bumblebees at the Lord's feet, the devotees saw, according to their different destinies, the different forms of Lord Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, and Nishingma. Yeah, so, this is, again, proves that the Lord has many forms. It just like he would go to different devotees' houses, and even back then they were worshiping different deities. Some were Nishingadev worshippers, some were even worshiping Shiva, some were worshiping Lord Ram, different deities. And then he comes and he meet them, and he would show that form to them and show that he was actually that form. That's why even the Muslims became attracted to Lord Chaitanya. I guarantee you, if a Christian met Lord Chaitanya, they would be attracted because they would see Jesus in him. See, that's why it is. That's why I guess I was always attracted to Lord Chaitanya. I just, because it's an authorized form of the Lord, and if you love Jesus, you have to love Lord Chaitanya.
Well, it's just a matter of a little bit of exposure,
Yeah, it's just a matter of exposure. It's like that the pastime of Jambavan, who was in Krishna Lila, he was a great devotee of Lord Ram. So his Lord Ram came in a different form of Krishna, and he didn't recognize him. And he fought with him for 21 days. They were fighting back and forth. And the Lord liked it. He was enjoying fighting with his devotee who didn't recognize him. He wanted that, And after 21 days, Jambavan was very strong because of it. He got all this strength from worshiping the Lord, like give me surrender. Like Garuda, these were animals. Jambavan was a big bear. And, Hanuman's a monkey, and Garuda's a bird, and they became very, they're like super persons, like you watch these superheroes, they were like that because of their worship and surrender to these authorized forms. Yeah, so Jambavan, he's fighting, for 21 days, and then finally realizes, he said, only my master could fight me like this, and he was getting weakened, and Krishna was getting stronger. He said only my master could do this, and then that's how he recognized him. He had to fight with him challenge him. Yeah. So some days, accepting the mood of the gopis, he wept, unaware that it was day or night. Hey, maybe this is why Josh wants to, it's interesting, the timing of the Lord. Yeah, maybe Josh, he's kind of an open guy, Let's see what happens with him.
You got my response, right? About man with him, connecting them.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah. So some days, accepting the mood of the gopis, he wept, unaware whether it was day or night. Other days he would accept the mood of Uddhava or Akura. Other days, accepting the mood of Balaram, he would ask for wine. Other days, accepting the mood of Prahlad, he would recite many prayers. In this way, the Lord played in an ocean of devotional service. Seeing all this, Sachi Sachi, the mother of the worlds, floated in bliss. Still in her heart, she told herself, someday my son may leave home. When Mother Sachi said, son, now you should go and bathe in the Ganga, the Lord would reply, Mother, please say Jai Krishna Ram and Jai Krishna Rama. Whenever Sachi spoke to him, Lord Chaitanya would always reply by saying Krishna. He never said anything else. No one can understand these inconceivable ecstatic moods of the Lord. Everything that he revealed was wonderful and unprecedented. One day a singer of Lord Shiva's glories came, playing a dambura drum. He sang about Lord Shiva. Arriving at the Lord's house to beg alms, he sang about Lord Shiva and danced. Hearing about Lord Shiva's glories, Lord Chaitanya at once manifested the form of Lord Shiva in the form of his splendid matted hair. Yeah, I'm getting all these kind of revelations now today. It's just really amazing, I didn't speak any of them, but they're all, kind of downloaded. This incarnation, yeah, this incarnation of Lord Chaitanya is so unprecedented. It's like never before has there been a time when these kind of that the Lord is showing how He is everything. Actually showing in this world, and is this kind of revelation. That He actually demonstrated He was Lord Shiva. He manifested the form. He manifested the boar incarnation, manifested Vishnu, all these forms, Krishna, and He manifests that He's also His devotees. He's Akura and Uddhava. He's the best of His devotees. See, because the devotee is another form of the Lord. See? But he's in infinitesimal form. He's small. But still, the Lord considers the body of the devotee His. It belongs to Him. But the Lord also reciprocates. He said, the devotees considers the body of the Lord His also, and He gives it. Like that pastime where Lord Chaitanya was so grateful to the devotees who would come and see Him every year. And He said, you take so much trouble to come and see me every year. And so He says, I have no money. I can't give you anything, any wealth or anything. So I give you my body, and you can share it and sell it to whoever you want. And so His body is this, it's full of, it's not material, it's full of ecstasy. And all opulences come from that. Yeah. That's why it's not easy to understand this incarnation. It takes a while. Because it's so deep, so it's unprecedented revelation of God, showing His nature and deeper nature, revealing His devotees, very intimate devotees like this. And we can, we have this book, these books, this was just like unbelievable, man. Here Lord Shiva's glories, Lord Chaitanya once manifested the form of Lord Shiva, a form splendid with matted hair. With one jump, he came on the show singer's shoulders. He screamed, I am Shiva. The people watched as matted hair Lord Chaitanya played the drum and horn and said again and again, sing, sing. That day, the great soul attained the full benefit of singing Lord Shiva's glories. Because he sang without offense, Lord Chaitanya climbed on his shoulders. Returning to external consciousness, Lord Chaitanya climbed down from the singer's shoulders. In the singer's cloth bag, the Lord placed some alms. His life, now perfect, his life now a perfect success, the singer departed. The auspicious sound of Hari then arose from everyone. The Lord thus enjoyed pastimes with his servants. In this way, the glories of devotion to Lord Krishna were manifest. The Lord said, "My brothers, please hear this, the best of all advice. Why should our nights be wasted in false and useless activities? From now on, every night, we should sing Lord Hari's auspicious names. When we chant the Lord's names in this way, we will all become plunged in sacred Ganga of pure devotional service. When he hears the names of Lord Krishna, the entire world becomes delivered. Therefore, the holy name should become the only treasure of you all." When it hears the names of Lord Krishna, the entire world becomes delivered. Therefore, the holy name should become the only treasure of you all. Hearing these words, the Vaishnavas became joyful. In this way, Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan pastimes began. Okay, I got no more strength here for this. I need to do some body stuff, go and exercise a little bit. Eat something maybe.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah.
Class.
I feel purified today. I tell you, I was feeling so like running to Mayapur, man. Earlier.
Earlier today.
Yeah. My heart felt so empty, I thought maybe, I've been, just here too long, and too many obstacles getting involved in the Christian thing fully and all of that stuff,
You know what?
Yeah.
It's good because now look, somebody like Josh is a little bit curious.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all right. It's just the way I was kind of feeling.
Yeah.
But the Lord came and I feel like I did some kind of service today, maybe.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Service.
Yeah. All right, so we'll call it a morning, and you'll be around this afternoon.
Yep. I'm gonna
Okay.
do some. I got to do a little bit online homework and a little bit of transcribing and
Good. Yeah.
run a couple
Good.
errands.
Yeah. Good. All right, between 4 and 4:30, something like that. And
Are you expecting anything at the post office, Max? Or do you want me to wait till you come into town tomorrow and want to
from
go?
oh yeah, I don't need anything from the post office. I can check it maybe if you want later. Yeah, I don't need it. What you could do is check the mailbox. You can even check it now.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, let me